Hi everyone, this is Peter Scove. You're watching Music as a Journey. You know, I just popped up 2 videos here tonight and another one I popped up this morning after recording them last night, so I didn't expect to be sitting in front of the camera again so soon. However, I got this CD here in the mail today. This is Lindsay Schoolcraft, her album Martyr. This was released, I think it was 2019, and was nominated for a Juno for Best Heavy Metal Album of the Year in 2020, I guess it was. I talked about her because not long ago I did a video about the Juno Award for the Best Heavy Metal Album. As well, I talked about some things that I was interested in recently, and one of them was Lindsay Schoolcraft. When I first listened to one of her songs on YouTube, I didn't feel immediately compelled to get this album. However, I watched a couple of, I guess, kind of interviews. You actually don't hear anybody interviewing her. It's just her talking about her career. She used to be with Cradle of Filth, plus about the artwork here, various things she talked about. And I really liked her. I liked her character. I liked the way she spoke about things, her way of thinking about things. And so I decided to give her music a second listen. And then I decided that I wanted to get this album. Now, there were 2 versions available on CD. One of them is the regular CD version and in a digipack, and the other one was the storybook edition, which was more expensive because it includes pages inside with additional artwork created by the same artist. And the artist who created this was actually a fan of the band who just sent this illustration in to Lindsay. And she liked it so much, she asked the artist if she could use it for the album cover and asked her to create a back cover as well as other illustrations inside. So I really thought I wanted to get that version, but it's quite expensive for me to get it. And I don't even know if that's the one I can get, but there is a version available on Amazon Japan that is coming through import CDs. And based on the weight of the product, I think that's the storybook one, because the regular digipack is about 60 grams, whereas the storybook one is 145 grams. The one listed from import CDs on Amazon Japan says that it's 145 grams. So I'm assuming that must be the storybook version. But when I sent a message to inquire about it, Import CDs replied saying, sorry, we cannot check the actual product. It's stored in a warehouse in another state. Great, so no confirmation. So the regular CD would have been about like 1,600 yen, whereas the digipack would have cost me 3,600 yen. But I found somebody selling this one for 980 yen on Yahoo Auction. New, it's still sealed, still in the wrap. And I thought that's a great deal, so I'll put in a bid for it, and I was the only one bidding on it, so 4 days later it was mine. And it arrived here in the mail today. And I took a picture of this to put it on my Facebook page and just say something about it. And as I was typing in the name to say this is Lindsay Schoolcraft, I noticed the name on the cover here is spelled Schoolcraft with no T. Let me just, wait a moment, we'll get there. So I thought, well, that's really odd. I thought it was Lindsay Schoolcraft all this time with a T. Have I been typing it wrong? Have I been saying it wrong? So after I threw up the post onto Facebook, I then started checking out, and sure enough, every album cover picture I could find on the internet, it's spelled Schoolcraft. Her website is Schoolcraft. Every search hit that comes up, it's Schoolcraft with a T. So why is this one without the T? Look, let me show you. Here's a picture of my copy on the left and the image off the internet on the right. And here's a close-up of just the names. Can you see what I'm talking about? It's like the T is just not there. Everything else is the same. So this made me wonder, is this a printing error? Because if all other images have the T and this one doesn't, did I get like a first run print that had some errors? Or is it possible that this is a copy? I don't know. There's a barcode on the back, but it's actually a barcode sticker. And the album is released independently under her own label, so I'm not really sure. Discogs lists a UPC number or some kind of code number, but I can't see that unless I actually open this up. And I'm not sure I want to open it up yet until I can confirm whether or not this is a real release copy or a fake. But it's hard to imagine that somebody would fake a Lindsay Schoolcraft album, like make a fake copy where just the T is missing. That just seems really strange. Everything else that I could see looking in detail, the rest of the lettering is fine, the Martyr text is fine, everything else is in the right location, the pendant, decorations in her hair, everything is the same except that the T is missing. I even thought maybe there's something black on the shrink wrap here, but there isn't. The T is just simply missing. So, I don't know, on the back it says Rocky Gray, which seems to be fine. Maybe I should check the title names. Well, Savior is spelt the American way. She is from Canada, so Dangerous Game, Stranger Into the Night, Blood from a Stone, Dawn, Remember, See the Light, featuring somebody. Where I Fall, My Way Without You, and Lullaby. Yeah, I don't know. So the last thing I did was to go to her website where there is a contact section, and there's various contacts. There's contacting her directly, there's contacting her label, there is contacting various things. Anyway, one of the contacts was the was it proxy? Forget what it is now. Something proxy. Something to do with the label. So I don't know if that's the right place to send a message, but I typed them a message and said, bought the album, the T is missing. Is it possible that there was some printing errors, or have I got a fake? I'd really like to know. Also, the person I bought it from, I sent a message saying, I got the CD today, it looks all fine, except that the T is missing. So are you sure this is a real product? So that's something that has just never happened to me before. I've never received something, you know, there are things like CDs where it's known that the print on the back has the songs in the wrong order, like with April Wine's First Glance. The first two songs are printed in the wrong order. It's known that. There are other things like that too, where there are talked about errors. But I tried to find, is there a Lindsay Schoolcraft Martyr album printing error or anything out there? Nothing has shown up so far. So I'm hoping that I will get some response from the label. Label? I don't know. It's independent, right? I'm hoping to hear something anyway, because I would really like to just get this into the computer and on my phone so I can listen to it, but it kind of bugs me that instead of waiting to buy the more expensive storybook version, I decided to, you know, save the money and get the lowest price on the digipack, and it turns out that there might be something wrong with the letter T missing. Okay, that's the end of this video. Thanks everyone for watching. You have any thoughts or ideas about that? Leave a comment for me, please. Thank you. See you again in another one. Bye.